Good day all, welcome back to Cruisin Classics YouTube channel, where today we have for you this sweet 1971 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. First gen Monte Carlo here, and looking really sharp. Beautiful paint job on it, done in a brilliant maroon color. Looks nice and deep. It's a driver quality paint job. The car has been driven for quite some time with this paint job on it, so it has its fair share of little tiny nicks here and there, but it shows really well. I'll give you a glimpse here. It's a well-laid paint job. Looks really sharp. Originally this car was cranberry red with a white vinyl top. Vinyl top's gone now. Whole body of the car is maroon, and boy, it looks nice. You can see that bright horizontal grille with the Knights badge at the center. And beautiful bright headlight bezels. A bumper you can see your reflection in with integrated turn signals. And a really cool vertical hood ornament with a little hood spine on there to give it a little extra spice. Great look from up front, great look from the sides. Big front end on the car. Houses a really nice engine package I can't wait to tell you about in a few minutes. You can see bright work and trim just all over the exterior. You've got rocker molding, wheel lip molding, bright window trim, drip rail molding, door edge molding. Got hood molding there, and as you can see, hidden wipers down underneath. The wipers, although present, unfortunately are currently inoperable. We've got dual chrome side mirrors, bright window trim, nice Monte Carlo badging. Just a good looking Monte. You'll see the wheel and tire treatment, a perfect fit for this car. We've got steel rallies, center caps, beauty rings, and BFG radial TAs on all four corners. Behind those wheels, you got power disc brakes on the front, drum brakes on the rear. Stopping power is excellent on the car. As we get around to the rear of the car, you'll see we got some real cool vertical tail lights here. They kind of become part of the bumper. Really nice look. And as you look down, you'll see underneath that second gleaming bumper are some real nice chrome exhaust tips. And boy, they sound like a symphony when you've got this baby running. I can't wait for you to hear that shortly. More Monte Carlo badging on the trunk in excellent condition. And another Knight's crest to match the one up front, but this one doubles as an entry into the trunk. All right, we've got a beautiful black carpeted trunk, a full spare with a 71 Monte Carlo embroidery on it. That is a rally wheel that matches the ones that are on the car, and there is a factory jack tucked down underneath. You can see the edge of it back under here. Some extra goodies that come along with this car. We have an actual build sheet, and we have some photos from restoration. This is when the car was off the frame. As you can see, we've got some cool pictures of it. Not extensive, but there are quite a few cool pictures here of when this work was done, and that was about 10 years ago. We also have some receipts. We don't have all the receipts. We do have some receipts, all in this packet here to go along with the car as well. And on the underside of the deck lid, your jacking instructions. Very clean, well-presented trunk. Sides of the car are nice and straight. Got some excellent styling there with the way the body's molded. Again, these first gen Montes, everybody likes them. They were a hit back when they were made, and they're still a hit today. Nice clear glass, lightly tinted. Looks like a factory tint to me, not an aftermarket tint. A great looking Chevy. Folks, I'm going to pause now that we're back up front, and I'll be back with that hood open. We've got a lot to talk about under there. And we are back under the hood of the 1971 Monte Carlo. with a really well put together engine bay. This is a showstopper here. I'd be happy to pop this hood at any car show or cruise in. Good looking engine bay. What we've got at the heart here is a 383 V8 stroker done by Box Performance here in Ohio. According to the most recent owner of the car, it's 500 horsepower, and having driven the car just a little bit, I don't doubt that. It has tons of pep in its step, if you know what I'm saying. You can see we've got an air gap intake down here, an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, chrome air cleaner, aluminum valve covers with Chevy bow tie logos on them. You can see here we've got a 134A air conditioning compressor that blows nice cold air into the cabin of the car. There's that power brake unit with dual reservoir for the front disc and rear drums we talked about before. You can see down here we actually have a new power steering pump and power steering box. Those were just done within the last couple of months. You can see the fill for the power steering. Nice chrome bracket for the polished alternator. Like all these Montes, it's got a really big fan tunnel cover. And you'll note here, it's got a nice aluminum radiator. Not a factory stock one, but one that's been put in afterwards. You can see we've got an MSD ignition box here. Headman headers leading back to MagnaFlow mufflers and out those chrome tips on the back. Again, with just a symphony of sound. Awesome sounding car. Lots to love under the hood of this Monte Carlo. That stroker V8 is mated up to a 700 R4 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission, 10-bolt rear end with a chrome cover on it, ready to lay the power down to the rear wheels. I can't wait for you to hear it once we fire it up. That in mind, let's go ahead and hop in and see what the inside looks like. Beautiful black interior, a working dome light up on a tight vinyl headliner, and you can see over on the passenger side we've got shoulder safety restraints for the front seat passengers. Door cards look OEM correct and match the seats in style. Black vinyl, black carpet, some bright trim, a little bit of wear here, showing a little bit of age on the armrests, but in general in very, very good condition. You can see we've got crank windows, a bright sill plate, some nice black hook and loop carpet invite you inside. I'll show you here in the rear. Got a great rear seat, looks like it's never been sat in. Seat belts for 3. This was originally a bench seat column shift car, but when it went through its restoration work, somebody decided buckets and a center console were the way to go. And boy, I think they made the right choice. It looks spectacular in here. These seats look like they've been very recently recovered and never sat in. The vinyl is in great shape. No wear, no rips, not broken down at all. It is very, very nice. Seats are comfortable too. You can go for a nice long drive in this car. On the passenger side, you can see there's a little bit of wear, not as significant as it is on the driver's side armrest. Door panel in great condition. Passenger seat also in great condition. It's got those buttons on it that kind of match the buttons that are on the door panels. A great look. The center console, what a great addition. Got a storage box, and over here a horseshoe shifter for that 700 R4, and as you can see, it is a correct shifter for a 4-speed, 1, 2, 3, and overdrive. We just hate it here when people put a 4-speed into one of these cars and leave a 3-speed shifter on there. This is done correctly. It looks good. Nice burl wood grain trim that matches what's up on the dash, and there's a little bit of it on the steering wheel as well. You see there, more wood grain. Black vinyl dash pad, no cracks, in excellent condition. And an original gauge cluster and instrument panel here. You can see we just have lights for generator, temp, and oil. But somebody has thoughtfully put auto gauge, aftermarket gauges underneath, which all do work for those same things. So you can really keep track of what's going on with your car while you're driving it. You see we've got a retro sound style AM, FM cassette stereo Plays through speakers in the kick panels down here. Those are on both sides. And some speakers back in the rear package tray. Climate controls, these all work as they should. Air conditioning is icy cold. Heat is nice and hot. Blows through all the correct vents. And the fan is nice and strong. What a bonus that is. It's just awesome. Got an OEM style black steering wheel, 2-spoke, Monte Carlo logo, and again that wood trim. And it is connected to a tilt column, as you can see here. If you look closely at the gauges up front, you'll see the mileage on it is 39,079, but it is a non-actual miles title, so we don't know how many miles are actual on the car. And you can also see here that it still maintains its original shift indicator from back when it was a column shift car. Now you just use the horseshoe shifter. Glancing over to the passenger side, in the glove box, you'll find a definitely original 1971 Monte Carlo owner's manual. It's the real deal. Love to find one of those in the glove box. Now that we've gone through all the major stuff, I'm going to pull the keys out of my pocket, and I'm dying to start this one up for you. It is a rowdy 383. This car, it'd be a ton of fun to drive. I'm going to hit the gas 2-3 times here and fire it up. Nice cold start. I'll show you the gauges down here. Battery hopped right up. Oil pressure works just as it should. And you can see here, engine temp is cold. What a great sound this engine puts out. I'm going to hop out of this ride now. I want you to both hear it up front and in the back. What a fabulous sound of Monte Carlo. Strong V8 running like a champ. Backed up by that 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission. This would be a blast to take out and cruise. Great sound out of these pipes. Nice and throaty and mean. Folks, if you've got any questions about this 1971 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, give us a call. Here at Cruisin Classics in Columbus, Ohio, we're at 614-276-7355. Happy to answer any questions you have about the car, about perhaps getting a loan for it. We deal with some companies that specialize in classic car lending. And we deal with shippers who can get it sent from our garage to your garage in an enclosed carrier. We're happy to get you quotes. Folks, we got a 71 Monte Carlo, gorgeous maroon paint, 383 stroker, ice cold air, 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission. If you're into old Montes or cool turn of the 70s sports cars, this is the ride for you. Comfort, creature comfort, power, it's got it all, and the good looks. Give us a call, Cruisin Classics, 614-276-7355. We sure appreciate you joining us today. We'll be back again tomorrow with something else cool.